Hi, everybody. Tim Anderson, the president and owner of Webaloo. My name is Charlie Nikoloff. I'm a vice president of Webaloo and an associate for, boy, it's been quite a few years now, Tim, hasn't it?
Many years. It's been great.
We're coming to you from the beautiful shores, as you can see, of the St. Croix River, right outside downtown Stillwater, Minnesota, and standing right in front of one of the great boats from the St. Croix Boat and Packet Company. Tim, I think you have a relationship with them.
Yes, they're a Webaloo customer. We have done all of their websites. Their website is stillwaterriverboats.com, and they have lunch cruises, dinner cruises, corporate events. So check them out sometime.
No, isn't that great client management right there? Also being helped by our wonderful person behind the camera, our producer, Ellie Anderson. Thank you very much for doing this for us today, Ellie. Tim, we've been talking recently about three key areas that we believe small, medium-sized businesses, cities, government agencies, nonprofits, all of these kinds of clients that you've had for many years at Webaloo, the three different areas that really should be stressed and thought about by business owners. And so let's get right to our list. The number one item that we've been discussing lately is virtual marketing assistance. Why don't you fill us in a little bit on what we mean when we say virtual marketing assistance?
Yeah, a number of our customers recently have come to us anticipating more financial difficult times, and they don't necessarily want to reduce the amount of communication marketing they're doing, but they have projects they just don't have the staff to handle. So we have been serving as a virtual communication marketing staff for them. So we'll either help them with an individual project, or we'll come in and take over the entire website, all the website updates. We'll do email news blasts for them. Let's see, what else kind of work?
Well, you guys have done a wide range. I mean, photo shoots,
right? Photography for them. Whatever they don't have the capacity to do with their current staff and their current arrangement, we'll provide that for them, and we do it either on a project basis or we'll do it on a monthly basis. And our fees are actually quite reasonable, and most people find that the arrangement works out quite well.
And you don't ask for any kind of long-term commitment of any kind?
Nope. If they'd like to do one project, we'll help them with that. If they want to do an ongoing thing for months or years, we're happy with that too.
And we just started doing this a few months ago for a medium-sized Twin Cities suburb, and things seem to be going pretty well there.
Very, very well, yeah. And as we go into the winter months now, and I guess again, as I mentioned, potential recession, I think that having a virtual communication marketing relationship with someone like Webaloo can really help organizations, businesses, municipalities, cities with their marketing communication.
And I like what you said about it previously, that it's not this is not something to think about just in terms of where it's a stopgap. You can actually look at this as an opportunity to expand your playing field without having to actually obviously bring in payroll.
Correct.
Which provides great flexibility for people that are doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, well we can circle back to that. The second item that has been getting some pretty significant play recently is the accessibility issue related to legislation from a few years ago that actually requires certain websites, and I'm not sure myself how broad this is, so we can talk about that, to do certain things to the site to make them accessible to people with disabilities. You can expand on that.
Sure. We just had a customer contact us recently who someone was asking them about, is their website accessible? Can people who have sight issues, do the website accommodate people with hearing issues, those kinds of things. And interestingly, the Americans with Disabilities Act actually covers every website in the country, although most people aren't aware of that. But every website, according to the Americans with Disabilities Act, should be accessible to all these people who have various abilities or inabilities. So what we do at Webaloo is we have the technology to make a website accessible. Again, to the low sight, no sight, low hearing, no hearing, etc., etc. And the downside to not having a website that's accessible is that you really expose yourself to lawsuits. And we're seeing in the news more and more lawsuits being filed against companies and groups who don't have an accessible website. And
For some fairly staggering sums of money.
right,
And we're not talking about large corporations who have money like that laying around.
right,
We're talking
yeah,
about small businesses where you know $1,000 or a couple $1,000s is a big deal, and some of these people have been presented with demands of upwards of $10,000.
right. And fortunately, the cost to make a website accessible is only a few $100s compared to what potentially could be, as you said, a big cost of time to take time off work to go to court. Also, if you lose, it can be thousands and thousands of dollars. So it's better also just in general to make sure that your website is accessible to all people, not because the government or the Americans with Disability Act requires it, but it's just a good thing overall as a business to make sure that happens. So that's something we're happy to do at Webaloo for you and for your website, and we're doing it now. We've done it for years, and we'll probably, I think, as this kind of news becomes more to the forefront, we'll be doing more and more of it in the future.
That's very important. Final thing is what we are doing here right now. We are using video, and one of the things that's interesting there, Tim, is it's amazing to think how many people routinely are going to their phones or to their desktops and watching things on YouTube or watching clips of things from Twitter and other social media.
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok, of course. And without the awareness that there's still this vast opportunity for businesses to exploit using video from a search perspective.
Right.
What are you seeing there, and what are you doing for clients now and in the near future?
Yeah, video makes a huge difference on a website for a number of reasons. The first reason is that Google can detect whether a website has video or not, and Google will rank your website higher if they can detect that you have video on your website. Second thing is in terms of usability and friendliness toward audiences, people just love watching video. So you can have photos, you can have text, but if you have video, your likelihood that your audience will actually engage with you is much, much higher. And the third reason is that it's just not that expensive. We help customers. We're helping them now doing short introductory videos, feature videos for their website. We can do it quite inexpensively. It doesn't take a lot of time. We'll help you through every step of the process, from developing a script to choosing a location to shooting the video to putting it on, whether it's your website or social media or whatever it might be. It's quite an easy process, and people are getting great results from using video, and it only makes sense because people love to watch things.
Yeah. I mean, the response to information presented in the video format compared to any other format is just night and day.
Right.
And I read somewhere recently that the so-called internet marketing experts believe that it's really we're still at the tip of the iceberg in terms of really using that as an effective tool for businesses, especially smaller businesses.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Well, we have we intend to do this now on a regular basis because these are just 3 examples of really significant things that again, that the people we're talking about, small and medium-sized businesses, cities, government agencies, nonprofits, all of these issues affect all of you, and we intend to be bringing you this kind of information on a regular basis. We want to be your trusted source for this. And Webaloo has been doing it now. Gee, Tim, it's been more than 15 years.
Yeah, well, closing in on 20.
Closing in 20 years. Yep. 20 years here. And look what all that good living gets you. You can see behind us. Yeah. So thanks very much for checking this out, and we hope to be coming to you again very soon.
Thanks. Bye.